The Hebrew rajia, or vault, is of unspecified material, but in at least one text it refers to something solid. Compare Ezekiel 1:25-26. It is the boundary between heaven and earth, and its main function is to hold back the water above. Some mountains are identified as intersecting the sky and perhaps holding it up. Mesopotamian literature at times suggests some sort of skin, but also speaks of the various levels of heaven having pavements, the most visible one being blue. Heaven and earth were kept in place by cables held by the gods. In Egyptian iconography, the sky is represented by the goddess Nut, whose body arched over the land. The Israelites portray no god, living or dead, as the sky, but their cosmic geography saw the sky as having a composition and role similar to what can be seen across the ancient Near East. We know from Exodus 24:10 that they shared the idea of a pavement in God's abode, and it is even of sapphire as in the Mesopotamian texts. Intertestamental and rabbinic speculation sometimes focused on the material that the vault was made of and how thick it was. The Church Fathers likewise were united in the belief that the vault was solid. Though it may be surprising for modern minds to learn, the testimony of historical evidence shows that most people in the ancient world believed the sky was solid. The idea that it's not is a thoroughly modern notion. Pictorial representations throughout the ancient Near East portray waters above and below, which demonstrates that this was a common feature of ancient cosmic geography. In Mesopotamia, the god Marduk assigns guards to keep the heavenly waters from flooding the earth. In Egyptian texts, the sun god's bark travels from horizon to horizon across the heavenly ocean. In the Old Testament, the heavenly waters are sometimes called the Mabul, above which Yahweh is enthroned, Psalm 29:10, and which are released in the time of Noah, Genesis 7:10. The concept of heavenly waters is the natural deduction to be drawn from the experience of precipitation. If moisture comes from the sky, there must be moisture up there. Thus the sky becomes the pivotal phenomenon associated with weather. Mesopotamian imagery refers to breasts of heaven, through which rain comes. Ugaritic text uses the symbolism of the clouds serving as buckets to deliver the rain. The Old Testament refers to gates in the sky through which precipitation comes as windows used only for rain, not for the celestial bodies, e.g. Genesis 7:11, 8:2, 2 Kings 7:2, and 2 Kings 7:19. Job 38:22 also poetically speaks of storehouses for snow and hail. All precipitation, including dew, see Proverbs 3:19-20, comes from above, and thus weather is regulated by the sky. It should also be noted that an alternative interpretation of the Hebrew word rajia is that it refers to the living space created by the separation of the waters. In this case, a different Hebrew word refers to the vault.